Cool. So, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is B. Welcome. I just love being theatrical so much. Welcome. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. If you clicked on my face and you're hearing the sound of my voice, then you probably already know why we're here, which means we're going to get into some divine counterpart twin flame energy. Okay, I haven't really done any content like this as of lately for a while from my own journey and issues, but we're here. I'm ready to get back started. So yeah, this is going to be for my twin flame couples who are in separation and or just not in communication. Okay, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Do not trigger yourself. Do not force any of these messages. If anything I say triggers you or behooves you, assume that that message wasn't for you and that you just listening too hard. My messages in these videos should resonate with you, not trigger you and put you in a dark spiral because, oh my God, are they coming back? Relax. Okay. Quick 411. Tarot classes is going to be starting on February the 7th. That will be hosted on Patreon, just in case if you like these, you want to learn these, you want to pull your own cards, pull for other people, whatever. I am hosting classes. Will be starting on February the 7th. Will be hosted on Patreon. 2025 overview readings are also available over on the website. Shop Pay is still available for 4 installments of $33 or some shit like that. Don't quote me. Yeah. So, get in where you fit in. Everything you need to know about where to find all of those and where to get everything and a little bit about myself is down below in the description box. Okay. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into why we're here. I'm sure you didn't click on my motherfucking face to listen to me ramble all night, bitch. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the oracle. I'll probably start with a couple of oracle cards, kind of feel my way around, and then we'll wrap the video up with some channel messages. I don't want to be here super long. I feel like every time I said it, I'd be here for longer than I want to be here for. But, we just gonna see where the divine takes us with this. So, yeah, let's see what is going on. And maybe one day I'll use my platform to tell my story about my twin flame journey. I feel like I'll save that for another video. Okay, so give me a card for my twin flame couples in separation. For my twin flame separation collective, who are separated, who are not communicating. What is the overall energy? What is the overall theme as of right now? What do they need to know? Excuse me, as of right now. I've been super gassy. I've been burping through all of my videos. So I apologize in advance. I didn't even eat. Or I did eat before my nap. I did eat before my nap. That could be what it is. Okay, so let's see. Let's jump into some themes. So the overall energy kind of between you two in this separation space, it says there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Okay. My ring light is a little bright, so. The back of the card says guidance, attention, help, maybe. Love, always. Criticism, never. The question was, what to give others, if anything at all? So, per usual, I feel like the overall energy right now, and I would assume this is coming from the divine feminine power of criticism and criticizing the connection. Again, we've all been there. If you've been in this journey for longer than a year, then we've all been there. We've all have criticized our connection. We've all have criticized our divine counterpart. We have all done all of these things. But when it comes down to what you should be giving to the connection is love. One thing ultimately about this twin flame connection and the twin flame journey in general is, again, for one, it makes you look inward and it makes you look at yourself. It makes you focus on yourself. But then for two, it teaches you unconditional love, not only for your person, but most importantly, for yourself. A good question to ask yourself is, am I criticizing them because they've done wrong, or am I criticizing them because this has taught me something about myself that maybe I wasn't ready to accept? And even though this was a pretty shitty catalyst because some of the shit we got to go through, let's just be honest, it'd be a shitty catalyst for why you like how you growing, but it taught you the growth nonetheless. It made you who you are nonetheless. So even in separation, even while you're not communicating with this person, there's a deeper reason, not a deeper meaning, not a deeper explanation, a deeper reason for each of your questions. What is the reason that any of this is happening in your twin flame journey? And I don't mean nobody who's going through DV abuse, none of that. I don't subscribe to none of that. Leave. You shouldn't even be watching me right now. But for those of you who might have had to deal with people not respecting your boundaries, not loving you or prioritizing the way that you desire to be loved, things along those lines, then you have to ask yourself, what reason was all of this? What is the reason of me attracting this person into my life? What was the reason of me going through these things? You could even be thinking about that right now at this time. I kind of want to pull another one. I'm just sip on my water. Give me one more. I kind of feel guided to get one more. It's not as if you need anyone. Amen. So this definitely feels like more of a divine feminine power, huh? There's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it, and it's not as if you need anyone. The back of this card says, for as long as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they may be, understanding them as opposed to changing them will wildly improve the chances that they'll wish to keep you in their life. On the other hand, you're pretty much stuck with me. XO, the universe. So basically, both of these cards, I'm seeing a theme in these cards, right? So I'm feeling already right now between this twin flame collective, no communication, there's some separation, there's some criticism, and there's some misunderstanding, some lack of getting out your shoes and getting into their shoes, which again, like I said, is so normal. I still do it, and I'm someone who I'm going to be transparent. I want to say I've moved on, but I still kind of struggle with some feelings of like still wanting to hold on to it. But even in that, and as I struggle to figure out like which side of this fence I'm officially on, I'm more toward moving on. But there's still like that 25% of me that's like real strong. But then I also, like I said, have an issue with criticizing my partner. Like I know that I can criticize my twin flame, even though I still feel like, oh, that's my friend. Like I still have hella love for him. I'm not in love with him, but I still have hella love for him, but I still criticize him and like, you know, I can't even say attempt to change him, but I can also identify that I don't accept him for who he is right now. That's also a key thing too, that just not even in twin flame relationships, but all of them, right? Do you accept this person as they are, how they are right now, today, in this moment? If the answer is no, then you got something to think about. Right? And what does that say about yourself, right? In the process, that's what really matters. But again, understanding someone as opposed to trying to change them if you want to keep them in your life while you're currently in separation, while you're currently in no communication, while you're currently sitting here watching my face and listening to my voice. If you're agreeing that, yes, this is someone I wish to keep in my life, then this is a great time to really try to stay away from changing them and really start trying to understand how they are, why they are. Again, going back to the first card, criticism, never. Give love, always. Never give criticism, always give love. And maybe a little bit of guidance, attention, and a little bit of help. Have you been giving that? Are you giving that? Even in separation, are you giving that? Even in no communication, are you giving that? Are you putting that into the connection to receive that back? Are you afraid to put that into the connection because you're afraid you won't receive that back? Let's really get into some things. Like, let's really talk about it. As far as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they are, understanding them as opposed to changing them will wildly improve the chances that they'll wish to keep you in theirs. So this is a time to really think about what you're doing from a twin flame collective and to really shift and change how you're doing some things. You could be heavily criticizing the connection and the connection up until this point. You could be heavily criticizing them in this separation, where it's like, oh, they never cared about me. They never cared. This was never real. You know, sometimes if you in a real twin flame relationship, sometimes you get to that. Where it's like, oh, they never, you just never cared. Where it's not exactly maybe about that. Maybe it's about, again, really understanding them, not criticizing. But the thing about twin flame relationships is, in order to really understand them and not criticize them, that means there's a mirror up. What are you not understanding about yourself? What are you criticizing about yourself? What is it that you're trying to change about yourself that you don't like? Sometimes it's always a mirror. Maybe how they show up, it triggers for you. Why? Why are you trying to change them? What is it that you could be trying to change about yourself? Oh, because they just too playful. Maybe you too much of a hard ass. Have you ever thought of that? Maybe you feel like you don't know how to play and be joyous and be childlike because you had a hard upbringing and everybody had to stop smiling and I'm an ogre in your family. But maybe that's not how they grew up. Maybe you are kind of playful, but you don't want to accept that. So now you have somebody as a trigger. I'm just saying, look, don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, we're going to keep motherfucking rolling. Give me some oracle cards for this twin flame situation. Give me some oracle cards for what we need to know. Let's just do a general what we need to know right now. While we're in separation, while we're in no contact, while we still sitting with ourselves, solo dolo, what do we need to know at this time for the people watching? I wasn't going to take these reverse because I usually don't take these oracle cards reverse, but I feel like I am going to. What do we need to know right now at this time? Why is it drop the boat card here? What is the drop of the boat card? What is that? That's how to drop the boat card for me. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of different things here. All right, person watching. So bottom of the deck again, I told you I don't really take these reverse, but I just the first card came out reversed, and I just felt a strong urge to keep it. Bottom of the deck we have new you reversed. And again, it kind of goes back to that, right? The thing that I like to remind people about being a twin flame is that it's all about you. This shit is not shits and giggles. It's not about how perfect we gonna be. It's off to the sunset set and how amazing our kids is gonna look. This shit is about you. And it's about how well you can sit with yourself and how well you are molded and growing within yourself. Like this is why we're here to do this, right? So the new you card is reversed. So you could right now be having a hard time coming into a new sense of self, a new way of thinking, a new way of expressing, a new way of, shifting, some self-improvement, some self-realization, some epiphanies you need to have. Just like I said, yeah, you might feel like, oh, they need to change and oh, they need to do this and them. You might feel like it's your counterpart. But have you checked yourself? That'd be the hard pill to swallow. Have you checked yourself? Have you sat with yourself? Do you check yourself, right? A lot of this is what's really rooted, even if it comes down to, like I said, just changing how you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you still criticizing. That's not helping. You know what I'm saying? This shit says a new way of thinking, a new way of expressing, self-improvement, epiphany, regaining focus, a shift in focus. So again, is your shit focus always about them and what they doing and the lack thereof? Is this just about yourself? I was talking to my therapist actually very recently about my counterpart and about how I was just really struggling between feelings of like really, really, really wanting to like let this shit go and move on and go on with my life because I feel like that's what I'm worth and that's what I deserve, and still kind of holding on to like that hopeless romantic feeling that one day he'll come in and save the day and salvage the relationship. And she was like, you talking about him and his attachment style, but what about you is not attracting people that are secure? There's a lack of attachment style within you. First, what would it look like for you to attract someone who's secure in their attachment style? What does that look like for you to be secure in your attachment style? Instead of attracting men who seem anxious, avoidant, or maybe just completely avoidant. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Right? So again, maybe for some of you, again, it's so easy for us to point fingers and what they not doing and what they not doing and what they said and how they acted and how they moved. But what about yourself? To understand them, to understand yourself in proximity to them, to understand them in proximity to yourself. To not criticize and to not judge, to not want to change, but to really simply just try to understand the dynamic and how you show up in that dynamic. What you can do better for yourself. Took me a long time to really understand that I kept accepting relationships that don't prioritize me because I grew up and was raised by a parent that also didn't emotionally prioritize me. So now I attract men who really, really like me, but somehow can't quite seem to emotionally prioritize me. This is all about self, right? So again, saying all of that to say, there's a new sense of self right now, person watching, that you're not really coming into. And that is what's stifling your new beginning. You could be very anxious and very critical of the separation, very critical of a lack of communication, very critical of all of these things because you're ready for something new to be birthed. But this baby card is reversed. There's no contraception. The contraception is going to start with you. Again, I like to reiterate, like I said, the twin flame journey is about self. It's about this mirror. It's about how well you're going to really sit with yourself. So at the moment of conception, aka attracting union back into your life, it starts with a shift in self-improvements. It kind of helped me understand, talking in therapy, and I'm gonna stop talking about myself, but it kind of helped me understand in therapy too that like, that makes sense. Cause I'm so funny in therapy to where I make my therapist kind of break shit down to me like I'm 5 about everything because I want to really make sure I'm taking in what this bitch is saying to me now. And we were talking about attachment styles, and she's like, yeah, but the attachment style thing is like with children. Cause I was like, how do I even know what that look like? How would I even begin to know that about myself? And she was just like, oh, you'll figure it out when you find it. And I'm like, bitch, how that doesn't help me? How does that help me? But then as she's explaining this, she's talking about children, and it's just like abandonment. And then you sit a child in a room, and then you walk out and they occupy themselves with their toys because they're secure in knowing that their parent is going to come back. And with that, I said, it started as talking about all types of abandonment issues, but then it opened my mind up to, oh, wait, I guess, yeah, my abandonment issues are attracting men with abandonment issues. And when I cling, they run. And when I run, they cling. And this is the goddamn back and forth thing. So it's kind of helped me, right? That's the point of conception. Once you kind of help and you hit that point of like what you need to be doing, you can attract it back. Attracting the reunion back is easy in the twin flame thing, but it's keeping it. That's a problem. The triggers is a problem. Okay? The faith right now is an issue also. So there could be a lack of working on yourself because there could be a lack of faith. The lack of faith could be triggered from feeling like there's a lack of a new birth and a new beginning within this. But again, what you might not quite be understanding, person watching, is that you blocking this. What within you needs to be improved? What triggers you so bad about this? I think I was just doing February readings for water signs. And tonight, as I was recording all of this, and I remember also saying, like, what about this triggers you? And I feel like this is very similar. What about this triggers you? When you come back in union and when you're thinking about your divine counterpart, what's triggering you so bad? And how can you really work through that? And focus on self-improvements to make sure that that's healed. And that when they do come back, it's not as triggering so much. Oh, because they don't talk to me. And then when I text them, they don't text me back. And then, they said it. And it's like, well, what is that teaching you about yourself? To have stronger boundaries, to have higher standards, teaching you to have set bigger standards on your self-worth. Like, what is this all teaching you? It's like you waiting to get some news and you waiting to get some information. It's like for some of you, you might even be waiting for this person to take initiative. Maybe you guys stay long distance from each other. Maybe they're overseas. Maybe they need to move. Maybe it was a particular vacation you wanted to take, and now you're like, okay, so now we're not talking and we kind of in separation right now because I wanted to go on vacation and they didn't want to do it. But it's like all of this energy generally is wrapping up for you to be able to look at yourself, person watching. That's just what it is. Then you'll see things start to increase. I'm hearing be fruitful and multiply. So then you'll kind of hit that stage of it. But it's like you kind of waiting on some mail, some news. You kind of waiting on somebody to hit you up. You might be waiting on somebody to kind of take the initiative to come talk to you. And it's for one divine timing, as much as we as all fucking hate to hear that. Okay, but you really do have to have faith in it, and you really do have to let people have their own journey. And while you at it, you focus on your own journey. Consider it like the attachment style. Y'all are in separation. You were the baby in the room, and you have just been dropped off in that motherfucker your parent just left. How can you preoccupy yourself? Or how can you focus on what matters? Because it's not even about preoccupying yourself. This is about focusing on what matters until other shit get in motion. Fuck being preoccupied, because preoccupied really kind of like a distraction. You over here and shit to keep you from looking over here. No, you need to just be focused on what's going on. So while you're in separation, how can we focus on having better faith, being patient, understanding that, again, you got to focus on yourself, to try not to speak criticism and negativity into your connection, but to speak love and positivity into it. Even though I know that's very, very, very hard sometimes. Trust me, I'm a Sagittarius whose twin flame miraculously is a fucking Sagittarius. Imagine two December Sagittarius. Trust me, I know how hard that can get sometimes to just be positive, but it's needed. Give me this baby reverse card. I haven't used my space playing cards in a while. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, or Ten of Diamonds rather, and then the Seven of Hearts. So even both of these is kind of giving like, you might have a lot of options on how you want this to go. You might have a lot of fantasies and ideas on how you want this to go, right? Seven of Hearts is also an energy of not only rose-colored glasses, but this is like shit being so up in the air. Like anything is like any outcome could happen at this point. You kind of just juggling options. You kind of just juggling outcomes. And you might have so many different ideas or fantasies or, thoughts and visions of how you want this to work out. And we can just be a family and it'll be stability and shit'll be great. Six of Diamonds is at the bottom of the deck. Everything will be reciprocated and I'll be pouring into them and they'll be pouring into me and shit's beautiful. But at the end of the day, shit's not, the point of conception is you working on yourself. The point of conception is you having faith in this. What if I told you the divine timing was simply just how well you can have faith in it? Ain't that a concept? So many people think divine timing, it's just going to take so long. What if I told you divine timing was literally just however long you can have faith and hold out faith? Indefinitely. Not even just, I'm holding out faith and then 2 months go by and then you're like, oh, well. My faith is dwindling. No, you gotta really have faith. Really know that you that bitch. Really know that you that guy. And really know that, yeah, of course you gonna always come back to me. I know you're gonna, it ain't even a matter of when. I'm not even questioning when. I'm not even thinking about it because I know you're gonna be back. I'm just going on with my life. I'm expecting it at this point. When don't even matter. Because how you gonna ever move on from me? I'm me. It's crazy. I'm really that one. I'm really myself. You'd be silly to move on from me. Actually, I know you can't move on from me. That's why you still be lurking. That's why you still come in my dreams. That's why you still this, that, and the third, right? So make sure that you pay attention to that. What is your point of conception? If you want this new birth, there has to be a point of conception, just like children, right? What is the point of conception? And I'm not talking about sex when I say that. Some of you need to kind of understand what your point of conception is. For some people, it's faith. For some people, it's just working on yourself. Some people, you can have faith all day, all night long, but if you don't work on your boundaries, you're still fucked. You can work on your boundaries all day, all night long, but if you don't have faith that the connection gonna work out, that this person gonna take the initiative, that this can be a prosperous relationship, that you gonna finally get that text, finally get that call, everything else don't matter. Because you don't even believe in it. You doing all this work and don't believe that it can happen. You believe that it can happen, but you're not doing no motherfucking work. Figure out what side of this toilet pole you fall on. What is the news card reverse? And then we're gonna jump into some channel messages. Give me this news card reverse. Queen of Spades. Put a motherfucker like a spade. Three of Hearts. Queen of Diamonds is down at the bottom of the deck. Give me one more card to clarify what I'm about to say. Seven of Diamonds. So for some of you, I'm also seeing this too. Be very clear about what you want. It shouldn't be new news to anybody. That's for somebody. This could be a part of your new way of expressing. For some of you, the issue really ain't even faith. Is much like it's faith, but it's not. It's more so like again a new way of expressing. That's for somebody right there. You need to come out of it and letting motherfuckers know what you want. Don't come into the connection and then you get back in your reunion and then you just like no, you need to go ahead and tell them what you want out the gate. Don't let this be new news and new information for them. This is what I want. This is how I expect you to act. These are my values and my standards. You either abide by them or you don't. And if you don't, you can get the fuck on again. That's going to be really important for somebody. Don't let them kind of just mosey back in. And then you're like, oh, I'm just here back. I'm so happy you're back. Oh my God, he's back. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. And then now you not applying shit. They still just back on their regular ass bullshit. What is your worth? Add text. Express it. Ain't no 5 finger discount nothing. Nigga, this is Versace. This is Chanel. This is Gucci. This is Pucci. And let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but figuratively. You get what I'm saying? When this person come back, let it be known. Yeah, motherfucker, this is what it is. And I'm not settling for less. I'm not interested in settling for less. I don't care about your sob story. I'm happy that you back. Love that. Miss you too. This is the standard to abide by. This is what I expect from you in this connection. And this is what it is. One thing that I've learned too, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I can be a talker. One thing I learned that I think is interesting when I first started like in my older 20s, I would meet women in their mid to later 20s, and they would always tell me your expectations is too high. Your expectations is too high. You need to lower your expectations. You need to lower your expectations. You need to lower your expectations. And then I met women who was older than me and was grown and was married and always said, no, keep your expectations where they at. Just make a motherfucker meet them. There's no such thing as your expectations being too high. You just don't got the right person. You feel me? If you expect for somebody to do this for you, stop meeting motherfuckers who down here. Cause yeah, now your expectations is too high. You need to get you a motherfucker that's up here. They can meet your expectations. Some of these motherfuckers really can meet your expectations. It's not even about getting the wrong motherfuckers. You just gotta actually apply pressure and hold that to their ass. I said I expect flowers. I don't care about how you had that. Oh, and I forgot because I had this going on. And then my friends called. I don't give a fuck. You're expected to get flowers. All of the other excuses and shit, sorry, but I mean, at the end of the day, you had until 6 p.m. to get to the floor shop. You've been up since 6 a.m. I'm not trying to hear that. Give me some channel messages. Let me use my deck because the other deck a little flimsy. Give me some channel messages for my collective. Let me see. What does their opposite counterpart have to say? Gender doesn't matter, so divine feminine, divine masculine doesn't. What does their counterpart have to say? What does the other counterpart have to say to the person watching? What does the counterpart have to say to the person watching? Yeah, financial issues. So somebody's having some money problems, emotional immaturity. So some of them might have emotional immaturity, if not both. Especially for some folks, financial issues and emotional immaturity go hand in hand. I don't know what that shit is about, but when motherfuckers' money look a little funny, then they get to acting like they don't know how to act and shit. Like they don't want to answer the phone. It's like I don't know what fuck. Like what's with you? The fuck? So okay. Doubt. So what I'm already picking up here with these three cards, between financial issues and emotional immaturity, somebody's having a lot of doubt, and that could be again that energy I picked up on. Some of you want this person to like take some initiative to like do something about it, take some initiative to come see you, to move closer, to travel to you, to something. And I feel like for one, they don't really have the money to do that, but then for two, they also feel like very emotionally mature in a sense where like they don't know if you'd be fucking with that. Like that, it's almost like they kind of play with the idea of wanting to do it, but again, for one, they don't have no money. But then for two, it's like I doubt person watching would even want me to do that, right? Intimacy. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up, so again, imagine them acting like, oh, I could pop up and do this, that, and the third, but for one, I really don't have the money to do that. But then for two, I doubt that person watching would even want me to pop up to their house with some flowers and all of this old shit after, you know, how I've even acted. Yeah, heartbreak and disappointment is the next card that I picked up. After all of the heartbreak and the disappointment that I've caused, I'm almost positive that person watching probably wouldn't want me to do that. Even though you could be watching this person watching and go, no, I really do want you. Oh my God, that would be so cute. That would be so romantic. But in whoever's mind, they don't really believe you want them to do that. It's like they want to do it, but they doubt that you really like be receptive to it. Unfinished business is here. So this is definitely a twin flame sort of situation. This is someone who plans on coming back. As you can see, bottom of the deck, we do have separation and breakup. It says, please keep your distance. So, of course, this is someone who you are in separation with. They are very aware of the emotional, like, heartache and disappointment they caused you. Like, they are, like, almost hyper aware of it. Just kind of what I'm picking up too. Unfinished business is funny because I was reading what I put on this card, and it says, this isn't the end, believe me. And then right as I was like reading that, commitment and proposal fell out. So this could be someone who again still very much wants a commitment. If not like if not like a actual wedding commitment, this feels like someone who like still at least wants to like be in a committed relationship. Like I want to be with the person watching. That has not changed. My finances might be a little fucked up. They might perceive me as emotionally immature, but I still care about them. I still want to do nice things. I still wish I could pop up on Valentine's Day with some flowers or some shit and like really make this shit cute. You know, they still have a lot of passion for you. Down at the bottom of the deck, we still have romantic getaway. So this is someone who still wants to do nice things for you, like court you is kind of what I'm getting. They want to like take you out places, do nice stuff, have intimate moments with you. This is someone who, again, like I said, thinks about if not a committed relationship, then really committing and going the whole nine and like wanting to be together. This is someone who plans on coming back. Two cards just fell on unfinished business. That's yeah. Two cards just fell on unfinished business. One of them is one true love. The other one is stressed out and confused, but it fell a little reversed. I'm not gonna take it reversed, but even the fact that it fell the way that it did kind of makes me feel like this person isn't confused anymore, whoever this is. They don't really feel confused anymore. The way confused and stressed out fell reversed on top of the unfinished business card makes me feel like, oh no, I'm not confused or like stressed out. I know I'm going to win person watching back. Or at least I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Person watching, even if you like, girl, I done moved on, honey, like, they can't get to me with a 10-foot pole that they wanted to. This is someone who is not at all stressed out about, I'm going to try. I know you perceive me as emotionally immature. I know you know, might even know that I don't have no money. Even if you don't know a person watching that they don't have no money, they money looking a little funny. Their finances are a little tight. Okay, they still might have a level of emotional immaturity within them. But this is someone who really does want to fix things. They understand that they've broken your heart. They understand that they've hurt your feelings. They understand that they let you down. They really want to come like fix it and show you that they care. Like, yeah, look, gifts is even at the bottom of the deck. So this is someone who might even want to buy you stuff, take you out, court you, like I said, romantic getaway, or like really do something for you. But yeah, I don't think this person is really stressed out anymore. Actually, where's my tarot deck? I kind of want to like I kind of want to like clarify that a little bit. Give me some cards on one true love and this stressed out card being reversed. Is this person that we're picking up on with this collective energy. Um, are they no longer confused? Give me this confused and stressed out card. The Empress, child, I can't make this up. The Empress fell out directly on it. This is someone who is not confused anymore. Bottom of the deck, we had the Ace of Swords. This is someone who has full clarity of what they want. This is not someone who's confused. I don't know if I want person watching. If I do, if I don't want them. This is someone who does want you. I think they're a lot more confused and or maybe perturbed about if you want them. Give me this doubt card, and then we're gonna get on the bike. Give me one card for this doubt card. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. This is someone who wants to build with you. Yeah, Three of Pentacles here. This is someone who wants to build with you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles that feels left out in the cold. They want to be a team. They want to rebuild. They want to see things progress. They want to see things move forward. They really do think that you are someone to be committed to, and you are their one true love. So this is definitely someone who, to them, this connection isn't over, even if to you it is. This isn't over for them. They're not confused at all about what they want to do or who they want. It's just a matter of working through their own doubt and insecurities, and a matter of getting their motherfucking finances up so they can do what it is that they want to do and come in the way that they would like to come in. Thank you again so much for tuning into my channel. I deeply appreciate it. My name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. Again, February 7th, we're doing tarot classes. 2025 yearly review readings are still up. Shop pay is still available for those balling on a budget. Thank God it's Friday, okay, and the last day of January. So let's hope that we all have a beautiful, blessed February, okay? Fat butt February. Make sure you stay in the gym. Okay, and anyway, I have to go do other things with my night, so I'm gonna skedaddle and get on up out of here. Y'all be blessed, and yeah, until next time, bye.